achieve the Georgia State highest 5 times, most recently in 2025, and most improved in 2020. LaRinda is an 8-time member of the Queen's Court of Personal Sales, including 2 times in the top 20, and 8-time member of the Queen's Court of Sharing, including 3 times in the top 20. She has led the unit to achieve 7 unit circle guys appearances, 7 times in the Circle of Excellence. 5 of those has been as a $1 million unit. Her highest, 1,550,000 circles. Through those achievements, she has earned 7 top sales trips, guys. 7 top sales director trips, and 7 of them prestige trips. Guys, that's in 7 years. 7 trips. Prestige. She's a 1-time double star, 7-time triple star achiever. She has also appeared in the top 10 of her seminars 7 times. Please welcome from Savannah, Georgia, and a member of the Mary Kay National Area, the number 3 sales director in the Sapphire seminar, and the number 9 sales director nationwide, independent, elite executive, senior sales director, Dr. LaRinda King.
I am honored and humbled to be here today. I thank God for the opportunity that He's given me and the grace that He's given me to be on this stage in the top 3. To my husband, my boo, you already know, I love you. And to my family, I love you in more ways than you could ever know. With this being our 6th year in business, my team and I were tested this year, you guys. We were not doing our best this year. This was rough. Okay, I'm keeping it real. We were tested and tried with the word perseverance. Today, my team and I stand as one who has finished the race, and we earned the right to say that we persevered. But I would not have had the honor of saying that I persevered until the race was set out to determine and to unveil and reveal my determination and my team's determination. With the race, there comes the temptation, you guys, when you're not doing well, to settle. But my unit, my embassy, fought and they persevered instead. Thank you, my embassy. I love you. And I know that many of you did the same this year. It wasn't easy. I had to go out, find the new, then build the new, work with the few, and then let the process run me hard as a leader. There were many things that I could have made a reason to quit or to say, you know, I've already represented well. But the culmination of this year's race led us to pursue our title of perseverance. And new beauty consultant and now DIQ, Beth Dulakowski, she's my new girl, suggested that I watch this movie. I was feeling very discouraged because we missed the million. Based on that true story, The Secretariat, has anybody seen the movie? Okay, based on that true story, this movie chronicles the life of the Secretariat. This is a horse, a thoroughbred racehorse, who won the Triple Crown and is considered the greatest racehorse of all time. The Secretariat was a product of the best stallions, okay? One of them was Bold Ruler. This one was fast, but couldn't last over like a long distance. And then Something Royal was the other horse, who came from the bloodline of horses with good stamina. After her parents passed, the main character, Penny, was devoted to training the Secretariat the way her parents had trained horses to train. That was for you, Ryan. So, when the Secretariat was born, the owner knew that that horse was something special. And he grew and was trained, right? He was ready to run his race. In many ways, I look at my business journey the same way I look at the Secretariat. And I pushed so hard to win. As a new racehorse, he came out of the gate with his first win. This is what my unit did when we earned the top prestige trip in my first year as a sales director. The Secretariat's second win sparked a conversation. He had done an unexpected thing in his achievements, and so did when we hit our first big goal, right? Where I spoke about learning to raise up, so what? Raise up, so what? Right, I spoke that next year about achieving the pink dreams. And I recall the racehorse Secretariat as his owner pushes him to achieve the long-awaited dream. By the fourth race, the Secretariat had gained more notoriety and had established a steady pattern. He would always start the race in the back, and just when they wanted to count him out, he would win and run right past all the horses to the home stretch. Now, I can relate to that. LaRinda can relate to that. In our home stretch that year, I spoke about my late daughter, Bella, and Latifah, because I lost 2 daughters in those 2 millions. As they encouraged us and encouraged their mama to be a part of Mary Kay Ash's Din Din Club. Do it now, do it now, do it now. My daughter Bella told me that right before she passed away. By the Secretariat's 5th race, he was a winner, but he didn't reach the goal. Even with the winning and defining odds, there were still doubts. But as I spoke on that year, this happens when the law of elevation comes in play. There is a constant push and a constant pull that's required. Rather than settling into the doubts, she rallied around the Secretariat's ability to build a legacy by inviting others to share in this future win as a stake in his offspring. She believed he was a champion who would produce champions. In many ways, she reminded me of Mary Kay Ash, offering others the opportunity to become champions themselves. Last year, I spoke about becoming that champion and doing what it takes to achieve your goal as I earned the title of reigning queen in the Queen City in Charlotte. But I realized that when I became a queen, I was already a queen. Every year's tests and trials had qualified both me and my incredible light embassy unit for that victory. Like the Secretariat, we have to run our race. And every year, just as our first, we are now a top prestige unit. We have come full circle, but I am not just the same prestigious girl. Years and years of personal growth since I've been in Mary Kay have shaped me into the queen that I'm becoming, a prestigious sales director that I am today. I'm getting chills. Ironically, it was the same with the racehorse in the movie. He had to run his race, just like you. 6 of them, but there was a 7th. I thought it was no coincidence that I too am embarking on something about this 7th. There's something that is required in the 7th year that this movie taught me. Before we talk about the 7th, I want to talk to you about our 6th. As I said before, the Secretariat horse was known for starting in the back, near the end, and surpassing them all. I can recall not even being on target, you guys, for this trip in April. In January, we were barely at the unit club. And y'all know I was having problems with that. Before that, it seemed like a miracle just to earn the 6th Circle of Excellence. So the temptation to quit was right there. We wanted to earn the title of perseverance. It was about persevering more so than it was about being $1 million. But we were tempted, y'all, just like you might have been tempted this year, to settle. In the popular biblical account of Jesus being tested in the wilderness by his adversary, because we all have one, especially in business, I understood what the temptation to settle looks like. In entrepreneurship, we face many obstacles, right? We face obstacles that oppose us, that oppose our push to push forward. It makes us say, no, just chill, you're good. You did all right. You did your best, right? Some things were external, and most things are in our psyche. Who can clock that T? Y'all act like I'm not talking to you. It's a really serious temptation. But no matter where your faith tradition is, we can all learn the lesson from not giving our adversary, if it's doubt, if it's fear, if it's hopelessness, the power to cause us to settle.
That's right.
When I was hungry for victory of my goal, hungry to persevere, I was often met with my enemies tempting me to settle. You are already a $1 million director. You don't have to go any further. Who would blame you if you just took a break, right? They think you're working on a national area. Settling is so tantalizing. You've already proven yourself. You don't owe anybody anything. We could have turned our stones of doubt and fear into the bread of settlement. But we chose to persevere. Perseverance means to lean into determination. You do not get the title of perseverance without first leaning into determination. You can't be a person who has persevered unless you have walked the road of determination. A determined person has grit, just like Mary Kay told us. They have, get this, determined. They have I, and they have a nation. Determine I, nation. Determine means to decide firmly. The I is not selfish because it's centered inside of a word. But you do have to do the work personally, and that is the work that is required in the center of determination. So if you take the word determine and the word I, which is you, personal work, now you have your team, a nation. A nation is a group of people who share a common goal, and that's you, the new and the few. As tempting as it was for us to settle, we had a dream. I had to do my part as a leader, y'all. Handling personal recruiting and sales as the one that's in the front. From there, we developed a new nation of recruits. We were determined not to let any new beauty consultant, honey child, miss out on being in a circle of excellence. Determination has its own wings. It has its own wings like a racehorse running fast. And because our teams were set, we had wings and completed a unit club in 1 month. The power of determination breeds perseverance. Say it with me. The power of determination breeds perseverance. So much so that we ended up in the top 3. There is so much power in setting terms, making a decision, unifying as a team, and settling on those terms. You would think it would have took a lot of people to get it done, but as Mary Kay, my other mama says, sorry Ryan, It's a few powerful, unrelenting beauty consultants who led a large group of our nation. It was just a few of them. My nation's embassy came together, and clearly they defined the terms under which they wanted to run. We were really looking bad, y'all, and I said, what do y'all want to do? To elevate means a determined person defines the law of gravity and the normalcy of staying in a low place. When a queen knows who she is, she never accepts defeat.
That's right.
And regardless of where you stand today, as a queen in my own authority, I'm telling you that you are queens already.
That's right. Yeah.
There was a moment in the film when Penny, the Secretary's owner, had to look at him in the eye. She looked at that horse to figure out why that horse had lost that race. Well, he didn't lose, he came in third place. And they realized the horse had a toothache. So he was running with pain. She realized the horse was ready. Now, whether he was ready for the race, that would have determined, whether he was ready for the race or not, that would have determined his career, right? At that final stretch of your own race, think of yourself. Like me, I had to do the same thing with my unit. I had to ask them what they truly wanted. Even though my future national area seemed to be tarrying and the progress was so slow, I had to know that if they were willing to run and finish, now, as we enter the 7th year, I want to encourage you. But this year, I'm speaking specifically to the leaders in the room. Where are my leaders at? It is time to do what the Secretariat did in the final race. Come out of the gate running strong. Run fast. Run hard. Remember, you cannot wear the title of perseverance until you have walked the road of determination across the finish line. You can fight again. Get up. Get up again.
That's right.
As I leave you, I want you to consider this. Consider this. Like the Secretary's final race and my final race, your next race, it may be the longest, the hardest that you've ever run. Others may doubt you because you've never done this before, like helping my unit reach their goals while finishing the La Crown National Area. What is your non-negotiable? What are you willing to do to lead your nation across the finish line? It will be hard. It will be worth it. So set the terms of your nation. Run the race of determination. I leave you with this. And remember, when it gets hard, when it gets really, really hard, something that encouraged me was this melody that I will sing all the time to myself. Y'all ready? Consider it joy, pure joy, in the midst of your trial. Unconditional love is already granted unto you. Just keep your faith, don't doubt, or the wind will toss you. Perseverance is gained to those who are tested and not go astray. You will not go astray.
Let's hear it again for your number 3 sales director in the Sapphire Seminar, Independent Elite Executive Senior Sales Director, LaRinda King.